Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is JK. If you are new here, please, you are welcome. Kindly subscribe, like and comment below. So here we learn step by step on how to prepare recipes. So today we are preparing our beans. This is yellow beans. We have 2 cups of beans already cooked and soft. Then we have our rico, the chicken flavor. We're going to use a little bit of this one. 3 medium-sized tomatoes, 2 carrots. This we add them at least the last bit. We are not going to overcook our carrot. We need them as crunchy as they are. We have our dania here, or coriander as you call them. I'm going to use a coconut cream. You can use any brand that you want as long as it's coconut cream. So for me, I'm choosing this one. Then here we have our salt. And up here, I have my chilies. So this is optional. If you don't like spicy food with chili, please, it's not a must to add. But this, I'm going to add mine. I have my 2 Rico cubes here. And then I'm going to use my onga. I'm choosing meat, the beef one. It's going to give my food a nice taste of beef. Then I have my tomato paste. I'm just going to use only a spoon of this because I'm also using the other tomatoes. Then here we have our hoho or green capsicum. Then we have our garlic here. This is a spoon of garlic. We have our red onions here, and then I'm also going to add my white onions. Then here I've chopped my potatoes. They are chopped, washed, and clean. So let's get into the video. And of course, you cannot cook food without using oil. So let's get into the video. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe so that you cannot miss any video where we cook step by step. So let's start our video. So let's start by adding 2 cups of oil. So the 2 cups I'm measuring. So I'm using the lid of the oil, the cooking oil, the jerrycan. This is what I'm using. So this is what I've measured my 2 cups with. So we are going to heat our oil, and then we are going to add our onions. So we'll start by adding our red onions. We'll cook our onions until they are golden brown. So, and before they are golden brown, remember we have our white onions. So we are going to let our red onions to soften a little bit, and then we are going to add our white onions. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is a channel where we learn step by step how to prepare recipes. If you are new here, you are welcome to our channel. Please comment the next recipe that you would like me to do for you step by step. So at this point, as you can see, our onions, they are almost cooked. So let's add our garlic. This was a spoon of garlic. So we are going to cook it for a little bit since our oil is very hot. Give it a 1 minute. A 1 minute cook is enough for our garlic. So at this point, as you can see, our garlic is almost, so we don't want our garlic to burn. And so at this point, we are going to add our white onions. You're going to start this and let everything to be fully cooked. Please follow these steps step by step, and you're going to learn how to cook the most delicious beans that no one else has ever cooked. Remember, a secret to beautiful and sweet food is how you prepare from the start, from the onions, and to how you garnish your food. So the first step is very important when you're preparing your food. And also, good food also starts by nice chopping of your onions, heating your oil, heating the pan, and the amount of heat that you're going to use when cooking. Allow this for 1 minute, since we don't want our white onions to turn brown. Our onions are ready, so at this point we are going to add our tomatoes. We are also going to add our green capsicum. Let's stir this, and this point is when you're supposed to add your salt. So at this point, you can see my tomatoes are half cooked. And then one thing I would really like to remind you is, if you have not blended your tomatoes, please don't put your tomato paste first, because your tomatoes will not cook. So for me, I'm going just to first cook my tomatoes to be at least halfly cooked, and then we're going to add our tomato paste. Then we are going to go in with all our spices. After that, we are going to add our potatoes. So at this point, we are going to simmer this and let our tomatoes cook for a few minutes so that we can add our tomato paste. So let's simmer this, give it at least 1 minute, and the tomatoes will be ready. So at this point, let's add our tomato paste. So we are going to start this. Remember, we have already added our salt. Then we are going to go in with all our spices. By adding our beef, juice meat, we have added a spoon of juice meat, not full spoon. So this is the spoon that I have used. This is the spoon that I have used, almost full. As you can see, the spoon it's not that deep. So a half of this. So next we are going to add the chicken one. So the chicken one, we are going to add very little one. just a pinch for the chicken one. So let's add our Royco cubes. Two Royco cubes. We give it a nice mix. Let's add our half spoon of salt inside. Give it a nice mix. So at this point you can see it's almost sticking. So this is the best moment for you to add your potatoes. Give it another nice mix. Because we want our potatoes to cook a little bit, we're going to add a little bit of oil so that all our spices can cook well, and make sure also our tomatoes have already cooked well. So let's add our little bit of water to avoid everything from burning. So let's simmer this. Give it a nice stir, and then you simmer and let it cook for. Give it at least 3 minutes. Cover this and give it 3 minutes with low heat. Then we'll come back to put our beans.